cold is it?
Super cold. Sorry that I have to say this, but I do not go to the snow often, so just talking and seeing my own breath is like very cool to me. So we're here. I do not know how to ski. This is my first ski trip. Super excited to go on this mastermind. We're gonna be meeting a ton of entrepreneurs. We're gonna show you guys everything. I brought Kyle with me, my main tax strategist. We're gonna be talking tax strategies this entire time on this trip. We're just here to have fun and connect with people. Ow! I'm a big birria guy. So, when it comes to taking meal deductions as a business owner, your business meal doesn't always have to include food. It can include drinks if you're having drinks at the bar, while out with your friends, while out with business partners, of course. And if you're conducting business meetings, please make sure that you're documenting who you were with and what was discussed. And just write that on the receipt. That will protect you in the event of an audit, because IRS is going to want to know who was there, and typically audits happen years down the road. Just a tip to help you. Made it to Park City, Utah. Super excited to be here. Just had an amazing lunch, just meeting everybody. And we're gonna go get checked into our Airbnb right now. But before we do, gotta go grab our ski rentals. This will be my first time skiing ever, so hopefully Mike does a great job filming me so you guys can see all of the craziness that's about to go down tomorrow. But until then, look at the beautiful views that we get to see here. All right, guys, we made it back home from Park City, and what an incredible mastermind. I have so much that I want to share with you guys, from the people I met to the experiences I had skiing for the very first time. It was all just memorable for me. To open things up, I want to let people know that if you've ever been invited to a mastermind, go take that leap. Go do one, because you learn so much new information. You're super close to other business owners, so you get access to their networks and their mindsets and even their sleeping schedules and habits that they have. This all can influence you as a business owner and influence some of the decisions you choose to make inside of your business. One of the things that I learned about a lot of these people is a lot of these people I got to network with have a very, very good business structure in place. All of these people have taken the time to set up their entity structures properly, whether they're in LLCs, S Corp, C corporations. A majority of people had their business structures in place. They made sure they had liability protection. In addition to that, a lot of these people practice gratitude. Gratitude is the one word that I walked away from that I knew I wanted to focus more on. Every single person in this mentorship group had their own way of how they practice gratitude. Some of the items that we were talking about on this trip was leveraging crypto, doing lending protocols. We also discussed tax strategies, how to market yourself, and also how to use business credit. Some of those secrets that I'll be talking about moving forward on this channel. So, for business owners who are starting to push into the 300K net, 500K net, 1 million net, you're gonna be in a position where you're either putting money into retirement accounts, deferring money, spending money on more items inside of your business, which maybe you do need or you don't need, or you can build a real estate portfolio where you start cash flowing from short-term rentals, because we all know how much this property is cash flowing, and pay nothing in taxes on your earned income at the exact same time legally. Now, one thing I want to let you guys know is that I am very new to winter sports. To be completely honest, the last time that I went to the snow, it was probably in 6th grade on a field trip where I had to sleep out in the snow with other 6th graders. The only other time I went to the snow after that was in high school, and We all know what happens in high school. You're out there to have fun, so I wasn't really doing any snow sports. Now, going out to Park City, Utah, a place where skiing is very well known, they have some of the best slopes, I was nervous. I was actually extremely nervous. I was nervous because one, I didn't want to fall. Two, I don't like the cold, so I don't want to be cold for long periods of time. And three, I don't like being around other groups of people where people know how to do something that I don't know how to do. But that's exactly why I enjoyed this trip. I put myself in an uncomfortable position. I never go to the cold. I never go skiing. It's not in my nature or my background, and none of my family members did that before, but I did it. And I put myself around other people who taught me different things on how I can grow and scale my businesses. Now let's talk about the things that I wrote off on this trip. Without a doubt, I had to set up the scene first. I was in contact with Eli Facendo, who set up this entire mastermind. We exchanged emails. We even got into a Telegram group with all the other people that were going to be joining this mentorship. I knew that the scene was already set up for me. If I ever have to look down the road at an audit later down the year about my travel expenses in 2022, I know for a fact that this Park City, Utah trip was documented correctly, and so did a lot of other people. Now, one thing that I did was I put the traveling trip 100% on my business credit card, not a business debit card, because I want to earn the points as well. When I put the trip on my business credit card, the trip plus my hotel was 100% tax deductible in the current year. So even the Uber that I took to Long Beach Airport was tax deductible, and some of the food items that I bought while I was waiting to get on the plane, I'm 100% able to write these items off. When I touched down, I was able to get another Uber, went into town, had a lunch with my team that was tax deductible because we were talking about business and we were taking a business trip, and I checked in and immediately had a dinner reservation later that night and wrote off another meal. From there, we spent money as a group all together on some of the food that we wanted to have in the house, which was also tax deductible because we were having business meals. And then in addition to this, I also personally was able to write off the skis that I purchased as well as my Park City, Utah trip. And the reason why I'm able to write that off inside of my business is because I'm able to justify being out on the ski lodge, how it's an ordinary and necessary expense to my business. I have multiple different businesses, and one of them being the one I'm on right now, YouTube channel. If I can link a video or something I'm doing to the pursuit of income, code section 162A kicks in. Is it ordinary and necessary in the pursuit of income? Fortunately, I make money almost every single video I post. So me purchasing the skis and recording a video of showing you guys today how I took a trip to Park City, Utah counts as an ordinary necessary expense inside of my business. It's fun learning about tax deductions, isn't it? And that was one of the reasons why I went out to Park City, Utah. I knew I was gonna have fun and be able to write off the trip at the exact same time. Now let me talk about some of the people that I got to meet. I got to meet all types of people. Karlton, who's a big focus in crypto. Zach, who's a big focus in automation. Eli, who focuses on credit cards and travel hacking. Tommy, who also focuses on the utilization of credit cards. Mike Zuniga, who puts together camera and video quality content for me and other individuals. Parker, who's a real estate developer who has made over 8 figures in real estate development since he was 26 years old. Jack McCall, who's the king of debt on Instagram, who was talking about how you can leverage OPM to build your businesses up. Austin Seelan, who has an automated system for day trading, who hasn't lost a trade in over 4 years. Mitchell Ruiz, who discussed private equity and how he went from zero to hero in a couple of years and turned his life completely around. Guys, my mind was being blown out there, guys. Like literally from hearing one entrepreneur and another entrepreneur and 6 figures and 7 figures a month, and just how they were able to network and flying to here and flying to there. It motivated me. It also taught me, hey, there might be some things that I'm not doing that I can implement over here, 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 and here to find success over here. So now I have a big understanding of how other business owners operate, how they've automated certain systems to make life easier for them, and what I can do to borrow some of these tactics and implement them in my own business. Guys, I was surrounded by a lot of entrepreneurs who have accomplished a lot of things, but they did so by remaining humble and steadfast at the exact same time. I wasn't surrounded by a whole bunch of people that were showboating or gloating, and I didn't feel that sense of insecurity while I was around other people that might have been doing better than me financially at the time. I felt like I was where I belonged, that I was learning from other people who genuinely wanted to learn from me. We all valued each other's skill set and each other's time that was given for this weekend. If you're somebody that's thinking about masterminds, absolutely you should think about doing one. I'm gonna be putting together my first mastermind this year. I'd love to see you there. Guys, Thank you so much for even watching this. Obviously, this was something that I wanted to do myself, but I wanted to share a little bit more of my life with you guys. If you guys like what I do on my channel, do something for me. Like, comment, subscribe, you know what it is. I'll see you on the next video.